Are we rolling?
Rolling.
Yes, Autophiles.
Autophiles in a Chery
Omoda 5.
Yeah. So this is the one of the first two cars that Chery launched in Malaysia.
Tico, currently we have 8.
Yes.
And it's a big...
we have 8 Pro.
Okay, 8 Pro.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to go against X90.
Yes. 390 Newton meter. Talk, dude.
Dude. That's gonna put the burning X90 to smoke.
Burn the tires next to the X90.
You burn your electricity circuit, I burn my tires, bro. This is a Omoda 5. And it goes against X70 or X50?
X50.
That means they don't have an X70 competitor. They don't have a CX5 CRV competitor.
In Malaysia, yet.
It's very interesting. We had a short drive. We drove it around. We looked at it a couple of times.
Yeah.
What's your first impression?
My hot take is this car exists to give the middle finger to Geely.
You mean Chery is like basically saying F you, Geely?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to make your life difficult.
Yeah. Because I don't think this can stand up against the HRV in terms of drive feel.
Okay.
In terms of doing the little things right. But when you are playing with Chinese cars, you're not looking at the little things. You're looking at how much stuff you can give, the spec.
And the feeling.
Yeah. And this feels like an X50 alternative. And then Chery comes in and they're within 5% of the price of a maximum X50, the flagship X50.
And spec-wise is comparable.
Yeah, which is unheard of. When you look at all the Japanese cars, no matter how much investment they throw into Malaysia, they never get within 5%
They will never get.
of Proton.
They will never get.
Yeah.
Very interesting thing. My first impression is it's too good to be true lah. The Chinese have come a long way. Their product don't suck. But it's too good to be true lah. You're looking like it's 250,000 ringgit. Drive like it's 200,000 ringgit. Something's gotta give. Dude, I see Sony. It's Sony.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Anyway, after driving it, of course, it's not a fairy tale lah.
It's not. Yeah.
But it's an amazing story to tell, isn't it? That's our first impression. Is it too good to be true? Performance. 1.5 turbo, 156 horses.
Yeah, 230 Newton meters.
Okay. That's mid-high.
That is mid-high. It's
Mid-high.
not on the high end because the X50 with a 1.5 3-cylinder is doing 175 horsepower.
Oh, that's
and
high.
255 Newton meters.
Oh, that's high.
And the HRV with 1.5 4-cylinder, similar to this,
Right.
is also doing 180 horsepower. Unlike the X50, that one uses a DCT, this one uses a CVT. So this is more close to the HRV turbo. But really in feel it's not there.
There is a little bit of grunt to it in terms of power, right? It's not very powerful, but it's fast as enough for your daily commute, right? So 156 to 230. It's okay lah. It feels like a 9-second car.
Yeah. And in this price range, it's still kind of uncommon to get this kind of performance.
Bole actually is pretty good. Doesn't feel like a CVT, at least in a short drive. There a bit lah, you can hit but other than that, it's okay.
But I feel like the engine is a little bit too loud.
Performance-wise, it's okay.
It's okay.
I don't like CVTs, but it doesn't feel exactly like a CVT. The suspension does feel a little bit European-ish. Firm, but it doesn't have that kind of thick weightiness of the European car.
Yeah, it has a floatiness.
It has a floatiness to it. It aspires to a European, but doesn't have the kepadatan of a European car. I don't think it's uncomfortable. I think it's okay.
It's okay.
I think it's okay.
I just don't think it's as sophisticated as some of the rival.
Definitely not. But here's the thing. Just now you keep mentioning HRV. And I remember this HRV and suddenly I realized something. The NVH in this car is so much better than the HRV.
Yeah. Turning circle is not the best. I don't know. I just feel like I expect half a turn more on the wheel itself.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a steering ratio.
Right. What else? I think the gear selector is not very intuitive.
I think what they're trying to do here is to use one lever
to do everything
and one button to do everything.
Yeah.
I think the idea is quite noble. The execution could be better lah.
The design is not very human.
Okay, what else?
Oh, one last thing.
What?
The ergonomics of the steering.
Oh yeah, this affected me too. There is no position we can find that doesn't block that.
Yeah. So if you want to get the steering in the right position, your instrument cluster is
it will. For me now, I can't see my signal.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing my signal, I can't really see it unless I duck a bit. Woohoo!
But you can hear it.
I see it.
That noise.
But there's so many noise prompts that I don't even know which one is the signal sometimes.
That's the thing. That's another complaint. They put a lot of noises, and then when you're on the highway, you'll notice this. But the blind spot monitor, even though it's pretty good, there's a significant lag. So even after the car is passed by you, and then you signal, the blind spot monitor is still warning you about the car that was there like 5 seconds ago.
So there's a bit of lag.
Everything else is super minor. In fact, in NVH, it's actually above average.
It's damn good. The NVH wise, this is better than a CRV. Man.
Yeah. The only NVH problem is the engine noise can get a bit loud.
The engine noise sounds like a cow. My complaint.
No complaints.
I have no complaints actually. Technically speaking, I really have no complaints. It's a very mediocre car. I don't particularly like it, you know. It doesn't do anything that offends me. Neither does it does anything that I like. In fact, I think the moo sound doesn't sound very good also. It sounds like a cow being whipped, you know. Moo. But it goes. The car is so freaking mundane, it's amazing. Why? Because you're buying a Chinese car. You expect mistake, you expect odd character because you're underpaying. You can drive this car around and you blindfold it, I feel like it feels like a cut-cost European car. There's nothing great about the car which makes it great because what you want is a transport. And if you're looking for a transport, most of them that deliver whatever this car is delivering are at least 30 to 40% more expensive. So what's your performance score?
It's a 3.5.
For me, it's a 4 lah. It doesn't disappoint in its drive, and then it has all these gadgets which doesn't impress me, but it would impress a lot of people.
But for me, I can't give it 4 because the X50 to me is a bit more sophisticated in its drive.
It's better sorted out.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Yeah. And the X50 to me is a solid 4 plus. You know, so the back seat's not as big as this, but this is not huge either. This car it's not dreadful to drive. It's good to drive. It's good to drive, but it's not enjoyable to drive. When I'm going to drive it, I don't feel excited to get in.
It's not exciting because it does everything like
the thing is, it looks exciting.
It's just a disconnect.
The design is
you're
not
expecting Land Rover.
Yeah, it's not communicating what the car is really like.
But this, you're not paying through your nose for new. So even if there is a disconnect, you'll be like, that the problem is with me. The problem is with me because my wallet never suffered because of this.
Omoda 5.
Omoda 5.
The front, man.
Those are diamond studs.
Diamond studs.
Very bling.
Yeah. You don't really see this from far away. Then suddenly when you stop and pay attention, then you notice it's all...
It's the invert of this.
I don't think that's what they meant. Right?
Is it? No? The entire front end is one piece, bro.
Yeah. So if you have an accident and you crack one end of the thing...
It's one piece.
You change the whole front.
Yeah, it's a whole piece. You were telling me this is the headlights.
Yeah, these are the headlights. Signal's up here. So you unlock the car. This thing will... Oop.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is a daytime running light and the signal.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's full of like weird patterns.
Okay.
You see Hyundai doing this.
I see Hyundai does this.
Yeah. Jeep
does this.
Link & Co.
Link & Co also does this, right?
Yeah. I mean, I like the impression it gives you because it lets your top light be very slim, which makes it look very aggressive.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, it's, your headlights are down there.
Yeah.
So the high-spec model comes with the red accent sensor.
Okay.
Not just in the front, but the side, the mirror. But I mean, to me, the red is not so necessary. It does add a bit of...
Hey, that's what X50 does.
That's true.
Yeah, X50 has that red line in the front as well, right?
It's a bit more garish here.
Yeah.
Because the rims also have it.
Yeah. I mean, there is a story to be told here. I mean, it's a narrative going on, right?
Basically,
it's very nice. It's just that now that you tell me the lights are actually down there, I can't unsee it.
So the side view, I think, is where you suddenly realize, it's actually a slightly smaller car. Because the back kind of just tapers off.
It's Evoque, isn't it? It's Evoque size, isn't it? Which makes the side mirror a little bit too large.
Yeah, there's some aspects of the design which make me feel like they didn't think something's true. The one thing about this design is the front and the back don't really jive so much. I mean, they're both very striking looking.
Yeah.
But they don't feel like they're from the same...
I can tell a story with this, but you just gotta give me a bit of angle in the front.
Maybe the facelift.
Anyway, the rims.
Yeah, it's 18.
18.
Yeah.
Wow, the calipers are red, bro.
Yeah, they painted it.
They painted the calipers
for extra
red.
stopping power. The wing mirror is also red.
Yeah, there's a line of red. There's a line of red at the bottom.
And a bit of chrome here on the door.
Yeah, unnecessary chrome.
Yeah. And then when you go back here, suddenly you become
Lexus.
Especially this thing here.
Yeah.
You see this on the RX models as well.
Yes. There is a very Lexus feel to the rear.
Yeah.
But there is also a very Audi feel to the rear. The current e-tron.
Yeah.
But I have to say that execution is pretty nice though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
You don't even notice that it's a split spoiler.
I mean, if it's a Lexus, you'll be instantly we think, there's some aerodynamic reason for it to exist.
Here we cannot even give it the benefit of the doubt.
Here you judge it. Here you judge it.
Tested enough. You got some fake exhaust tips at the back.
It's not connected.
There's not even a hole, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Those are the aspects of the design which just feel like nobody in the engineering team said anything. Like,
Yeah.
They just say, okay, we can make it. So they just make it.
But I really like the rear.
Yeah, the thing is, just don't think about it too much.
You know, when you copy, like when you take Japanese cars in the 70s that they copy the Americans, in the 60s they copy the Italians, right? You see mistakes in proportion because proportion is just wrong. You know what I mean? But over here the execution is done right, bro.
Yeah.
You can't say they copy, you can say they are very heavily influenced by Lexus on this line.
Yeah.
You can say that there is a very strong Audi influence here, but it's not copied. Bro, it's not copied.
Yeah.
It's
Inspired by.
not just that, it's
It's a Sony.
I think the important thing is, as a product, it comes together well.
yeah, it's very good looking.
Shall we check out the boot?
The car doesn't look diminutive like the X50 does.
But the reality is,
It's
still
not big,
limited,
It's not big.
Yeah, this is bigger than the X50, but it's not huge. And down here, you still get a spare tire.
You still get a spare tire.
Space saver.
You see some sound deadening material, space savers, spare tires. Okay,
This is
lah.
like China standard, what the Europeans would deliver on a premium level.
like a 3 Series level, isn't it?
Yeah, look at like the thickness of the cardboard, the materials used.
Yeah.
This is actually quite good.
Very, very tidy.
You can collapse the back seat.
Oh, double A.
yeah.
It's your fault though.
Yeah, because they're too big. But yeah,
It goes
it's
down
quite
practically
flat.
flat. Okay.
Let's check out the back seats. And you got a power boot here.
Nice.
I think the lower spec one doesn't have a power boot.
230T! Hey, can you adjust your seat to a more reasonable position?
Coming in, I can already see the headroom. When I come in, it's going to be a bit tough. Hey, it's okay.
Oh, floating. Nice. Okay, now my
Only
turn.
thing is my thighs are floating.
support lah.
No thigh support.
This is called the Asian thigh support.
Asian stance. The other problem is like there's a bit of a bump here.
Oh,
you can see it.
okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, I see.
my feet are kind of resting on that bump.
Okay, my turn. It's not difficult to get in. Oh, sporty seats, bro.
So yeah, headroom is a pass for me.
It doesn't touch my hair.
Yeah.
And
Not bad. It just feels a bit narrow.
it's tight, but it's not uncomfortable. It's a small car. But to be honest, if the seats is not so imposing, it would have been a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the lack of thigh support a little bit bothersome.
For me, it's just ngam on it. Yours is
Mine
hanging.
cannot. Yeah, 'cause my
yours
legs
is
are
hanging
longer.
garden of Babylon. You have air vents, that's good. You have a USB. Okay, let's check out this. I mean, it's not great because this is like cheap plastic. Yeah, you see this? This is not Proton X50 level. No, it's not. Yeah, but it's okay lah. It's okay lah.
At least they give you 3 different pieces.
Unlike
The UX.
UX, oh my
is one
goodness.
piece.
One piece, oh.
Here, the elbow area, there's a bit of leather.
Yeah.
The back here.
Yeah, there is.
There's some leather.
It's nice, but this is older assembly technique. Look at that. It's a welded 2-piece.
2 pieces.
It's a welded 2-piece. If you look at the newer Chinese car, you look at BYD, it's all 1 piece. Oh, the song.
You cannot miss
catch
the song.
Catch the song. Sounds like a BBC intro.
Yeah.
The interior is okay lah.
I think the interior design is quite interesting. Like, I don't see the X50 doing dual display.
Dual
like this,
display,
floating
yeah.
together like that.
Yeah.
Both screens being equally like matched. All the touches like this one, you see, press that and see. Ooh, that touch, that switch gear that's in the button.
It's Audi.
It's Audi.
Correct. It's Audi. There is a distinctive Audi feel.
It feels a bit better than Proton's one.
Yeah, okay. But Proton one, the design language is...
It's good lah.
It's good, and the use of material is really good. Here it's a bit cheaper, you see this?
Yeah.
Cheap plastic. Then you have, not so cheap, okay. This is
Soft
soft
touch.
weight.
Yeah, the whole piece is soft.
I worry this will melt. This is China car plastic. This is what they complained about in Aura Good Cat, wasn't it? They obviously haven't said in American car.
I mean, like, of all the places to put a wireless charger, this is the best place. You know,
Correct.
there.
You put it there, but
can
can you
see.
just go in a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Give it some shade.
Yeah.
First impression is like a bit higher than X50.
Yeah.
Of course, when you look and feel the material,
It's not so high quality, yeah.
and
It's
then
not-
the seats are not that
So
comfortable.
like this one, this will scratch. Yeah,
it's
this will
already
scratch. It's already scratching a little bit. The steering is okay. It's made of pretty good leather here. This is my This is my highlight.
Yeah.
You hear the prompt of the signal, but you can't see it. Yeah, oh, look at this. Check this out, man. It's amazing stuff.
And if you put the other signal, it changes to the other side.
Oh, yeah. Man, this is what you get in a 300,000, 250,000 ringgit car.
Yeah. One thing I don't like is this. It's a curved mirror.
Oh.
So it looks, when you look at it, the back looks like it's...
Very far.
Yeah. Just looks off.
Right.
Not a fan of that.
Oh, got light. China white.
Exterior, it's stunning.
Interior is competent.
I got two complaints about the interior, which is the mirror here and the ergonomics of the steering.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't really
this is
line
true.
up. Small things, but I think overall the vision of the car is there. So there are complaints, but
At the very minimum, it's competent.
yeah, at the very minimum, it's competent. There are complaints, material choice,
Sure got lah.
not that great. But at this price, I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, it's competent. That means you can't expect much more from this pricing, right? In certain areas, I was like, wow, dude, are you serious? Are you giving me this much?
Balancing it out, I think it's a 4.
Some cars, like, they look in pictures, but in body, it looks okay. Bangle design like Z4, the first one, wow, it's in pictures like, what the heck is this? But we see it, the sculpture, my goodness.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit of the other way. In picture, it really pops. In real life, I see a bit of complaint. But I have to say it's a very pretty car. There is just some cohesion issue when it comes to the narrative of the design. But overall, exterior design, I would still give it a 4 out of 5. Nobody else does this. Nobody else dare to do this. You know, they just say, so screw this, I'm going to do it. And that's amazing. On the interior side, it's about mundane. In the sense that it's more like a normal car, which I'm not going to complain because it is a normal car. It's just that the use of material in certain areas could be improved. I've seen Proton, as in Geely product, being a lot better upholstered than this. Some complaints here and there, but I'm not going to make an issue out of it. Generally, I'm very satisfied. I'll give it a 4. Value! Okay, let's play guess the price. Okay, so X50, the highest one is 108. Correct or not? Correct or not?
No.
Huh? No.
113.
113 5,000 more. How come? This is 118.
This is 118. 118, 800.
You have some competition, don't you?
You do. HRV is right around there. You get the low spec turbo for this price.
Okay.
Which is missing a lot of toys.
Okay, but power-wise, it's better.
Power-wise is better.
Okay.
And driving-wise is better, but you know.
I mean, and also trust lah. I mean, no need to say lah, Honda, the trust level is...
They have 100
parts
showrooms.
will be there, it's just expensive lah,
Yeah.
you know. What about Mazda? Do you have something in...
You have the CX-3. They have a core model now.
Okay.
Which is core model for 107.
No wonder lah! We see so many!
But it's really cut spec one.
I know.
CX-30 is a bit expensive. The cheapest one, 131.
It's still competition.
But I mean, you're gonna buy a core model, there's nothing inside.
Okay, what else? HRV, CX-30, X50.
X50, Toyota Corolla Cross.
Oh yeah, Corolla Cross, how
Can't
much?
believe you forgot about the most
Yeah,
important.
the most ubiquitous one.
Corolla Cross 130.
So it's not particularly cheap lah.
It is not. It's not extraordinarily cheap, but it's the closest to Proton.
To Proton X50.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at X50, then you look at this, hey,
Yeah. So if you're looking for a car that has just a lot of toys thrown in and does the job reasonably well, with like almost no complaints except for like ergonomics and stuff like that, actually okay. It's really here to like give a slap to Proton and say wake up a little bit. But it's not here to make you go, wow, Chinese car.
it's not gonna fly off.
It's
lah.
not.
It's a 3-star for me.
Value.
Yeah.
For me, actually, value is a bit higher.
Huh?
My argument for value is this. You're getting a car that is not just premium looking, but premium concept looking, really, really avant-garde looking.
Yeah.
And then you go inside and equipment is through the roof.
Through the roof,
X50
yeah.
cannot even give you Apple CarPlay. This one got, it's high quality stuff.
Yeah.
So you're getting very high quality design.
Yeah.
And to me, just slightly above average performance. And then you just plonk it next to the X50 and say,
Pay how much more? 5,000 ringgit.
5% more.
Yeah, 5,000 ringgit discount.
You can.
Yeah.
You buy the lower spec.
But what's missing?
Sunroof. I think ambient lighting is missing and the seats are fabric.
Oh,
Or semi-fabric.
That may feel very different.
It's 108.
That would be pretty attractive.
Yeah.
What's your score? 3.5? 4?
It's a 4.
4.
I think it's a 4. I think it's a very solid value product. I got complaints about performance, but value is good.
If it's 108, I'll give it a 3.8. But this one, I have to give it a 3 because it's edging very close towards the Japanese competitor. And while they offer more than the Japanese, there's one element that you cannot replace, and the element is trust. Because it takes time
Yeah.
to build. You know, it's not just in the product itself, but it's also in the support. In the absence of that, you have to give something else. You have to give me price. And 108, I think, is okay. Without sunroof, dude, do it. Sunroof is hot, bro. Yeah, so that's it. Autophiles, recommend?
Oh, that's a big word. I don't want to be the one who recommend, then you buy, and then got
And
problem.
then you can probably look for Autophiles. But it's pretty good deal.
I like that it exists in the market at this price.
Yeah.
It's like I said, the whole theme of this car is slap Proton around.
Yeah.
Because Proton is getting away with murder.
They are. Keep them on their toes, lah. Signing out from Chery Omoda.
5.
5.
H.
What H for?
Hi.
Hi. Bye. Well, here it's like that.
It's
part.
hidden, you know. If
It's
you don't
that
pay
part,
attention,
yeah.
it's fine.
Because this catches your attention, and these are all good stuff, right?
Yeah. And then they put glossy.
Sorry. Oh crap. See, the problem with this stupid capacitive stuff, I hate it, man. I just realized something. The chassis number is right here.
Ah.
But here's the thing, what if you change your...
Oh yeah, shoot. Is there another one inside?
I'm sure there is.